Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to this reading. This is going to be for new moon in Gemini, and I'm going to dive into it right away. I'm using here crystal quartz. This is for clarity, and if you are actually looking for any guidance about a new beginning, so let's focus on that one. If you're new here, I am Divine Light, and if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit the subscribe and bell so you don't miss a video. Let's see what's happening inside the cup, and I would like to tell you, okay, there's a tears of joy, good news coming in, and I also see an evil eye in there. So the thing is, before I turn on the video, I intended that I'm gonna give away a private reading. So if you're watching it, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up and comment down below. Make sure you're commenting down below and subscribe, because comments also go into the sweepstakes, the website that I use. Actually, I think pull from the comments and subscribers and such. So make sure you're doing all that good stuff, okay? And then I'll give away one 15-minute I couldn't talk. Okay, coffee cup reading, also like coffee cup and tarot reading. Okay, and all right, guys, I was gonna pull some symbols first, but before I wanted to do the announcement here. We have mountain, a major challenge to overcome, coming forward for some of you. Let's see what that is gonna be about. And work, achievement, and success. I feel like some of you are already equipped to do this thing, so you're not falling behind. We have teardrops, a great personal sorrow. This can be about maybe the work that you need to do will be something you're not familiar with. And whenever you try to do something you're unfamiliar with, that can be a burden initially. But then as soon as you start getting used to the vibe and if this is something new that you're learning, this is going to become the period of prosperity and abundance for you. Okay, new moon is the energy, especially in Gemini, it's in the energy of new beginnings. But when it comes to Gemini, it's about communication. Okay, because the Gemini is from Mercury. Mercury is about communication, intellectual ideas, exchanging ideas, can be about new travel or electronics. Before I turned on the video, I was thinking maybe some people actually need some electronic devices, and this can be a time to look for those things that you might really come across with the things that are useful to you. Okay. Another thing I see here, there's a unicorn. Some of you really like dealing with a situation that is your heart's desire, but like maybe especially a week before that. But the thing is with the unicorn, this is something also that you're not familiar. Okay, that's why I feel like the teardrop is there. This can be something that you're going to set off to as an adventure. You're going to choose it, but because you're not familiar, it can sound like a burden, can feel like a burden to go look for it, to find it. Because another thing here, because the new moon energy is doing some things differently, that you need to act differently. And if you like your comfort zone a lot, it can be a burden to get out of there. Another thing I see here, there's a woman. You can see her face in the hat she's wearing. There's another unicorn on top of her head. And I saw another person actually looking at her a second ago. Yeah, right here, there's another person looking at her. So there's a hierarchy here that you might be the one attached to the unicorn on a lower level, and you're talking to someone a little bit higher level than you. Being higher level doesn't mean this person is like older. It can be someone who has more experience, okay? Because this is turning out to become a mountain that you're climbing here, an obstacle you're overcoming. And the thing is, this person might be someone who has already done that, and they can show you the shortcut, okay? If that's the new moon energy, you're starting something new, this can be a way to actually tackle it through the shortcut with the help of another person. Another thing I feel here is it can be like if you're learning something, this person might know the quickest way to actually figure it out. It can be something like that, okay? I see there's this little clean paper coming forward. The clean paper is tabula rasa, a new beginning, and it is something new actually happening for you. Or maybe if there's a situation, there's like a full washing of like that situation out of your life, and there's a full reset coming forward for some of you. You might be thinking, how is that going to happen? I'm in a very negative situation, I feel like that will require your and like a participation in it. So you need to really look at the things from the positive side in order to get this thing moving. I see there's a big fish attached to the paper here. So I feel like first of all, attitude is the most important thing. Okay, and we can look at all these things. Like that's why I interpret the teardrop as maybe you're gonna have hard time to adjust to something, but you can take this teardrop and actually spread it and rub it all over the things, the period of prosperity, of abundance coming in. You might not appreciate the bread coming into you. You might complain about it. Like you might complain about how the abundance comes. Then what happens is you spread it. You just rub it all over the good stuff too. Okay. I told you there's a mountain here. Instead of seeing the mountain as, okay, I'm going to learn something out of it, and I know it's going to be useful for me in the future. You see it as, okay, look at this, how tall it is. I'm never going to be able to climb that. What happens there's no coffee cup reading can change your attitude. It just starts with you here. That's why I feel the clean paper fish showing up. A fish is there, but you need to catch it, okay? In order for you to catch it, you need to have like this fresh new start, a fresh way of seeing things. This is actually followed by another bigger fish, but now I look at a person here. This kind of looks like another person. There's another one on their back. I see letter S, and this person has kind of like a goose behind them. Goose is a protective animal, so I also see kind of like a vehicle here. A fish or a vehicle, submarine going underwater. Water can symbolize emotions. So it's like a deep dive some of you are going to also have when it comes to emotions, okay? What parts of those emotions are actually holding you back? Maybe there are certain things in your life that are really holding you back. And you're going inside the submarine and going in there and try to recognize where they're coming from, okay? Because sometimes we associate the things we desire with bad memories. And then every time that subject comes to surface, bad memories comes with them without us realizing. Feeling comes with it. That's why I feel like deep dive is going to be necessary here. Journaling can be a good way to figure those out while you're writing down your desires. For example, if you don't have a vision board, if you don't have like a vision plan, writing down all your desires that you want, maybe start writing them down, because it is going to come to surface. Goose can be someone really protective of you, that they're going to be there and help you to detect that, or if you're struggling, they're going to show you how to resolve that. It can be the goose attitude here, but either way, it's all star. You are the one navigating the submarine here, okay? The submarine is gonna, before the 15th, I feel like it is going to hit to a crowd right there. A crowded environment can be a gathering with the friends, or can be a social environment, can be going to movies, cinema, theater. This can be something that will have like an activity and really like back and forth communication. The best part of it is you can also be a part of that communication. I see a number 3 here. There might be an idea coming to you through the communication forming in this environment. Another thing I feel, this can be like an enlightenment, because it's like shining, the light is shining over it right away. Another thing, for some of you, the evil eye shows up here. You might be stepping into an environment with this new accomplishment. You're overcoming the challenge, the mountain, and figuring out what's holding you back. Or this can be riding the fish, maybe investing very smartly, can indicate that as well. And it seems like this is going to be something that you're talking to other people about, or this is going to be something that like be the matter of conversation somehow. What happens after that is you're getting this evil eye, so you're going to get a lot of attention, okay? Some of you maybe are going to accomplish great things, and these great things that people want you to share it. For the time being, maybe it's good to just keep it to yourself, because I see there's an anchor coming in. So before this anchors, let's say, let's put it this way. If you're looking for a job, for example, you might get the approval but not started yet, and you might be sharing this with family. It can create an evil eye or a negative situation here. So if that's the case, also new moon is for setting new intentions. So if you have specific desires, for sure, write them down before the new moon comes in, okay? And what happens there, the anchor is like anchoring everything down. Everything actually solidifies. After that, you can maybe advertise it, or you can just, what's the word? Publish it, tell it to people, basically share it with others. If you share it others, after everything's solidified, it's not going to get affected. It can even, there's a massive fish showing up here. Something, maybe a financial security will be followed that after the anchor drops. But before the anchor drops, you need to hold giving the information to the others who cannot really have any effect, only that they can give you support or maybe like destructive criticism. I feel like here the important people are gonna already have the information, and that's gonna be enough. So if you're planning to share it with others, this includes putting your stuff on internet, guys. Okay, your business on the internet. Do not put it on there yet. If you really have to, after you get the anchor, you see how big of an anchor just drops to the water. After it drops, you can maybe expose it. Okay, let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see someone here holding a snake within when the timeline as the anchor drops right there. Your desire has some time, guys. It's coming forward, but it has some time. You see that, like, you see it's just the first try, it just came halfway, the second try. So if this is about maybe a job application or a home you're looking for, anything that you're looking for, or like that requires couple tries, it can be about a new relationship too, new friendship, because I said this is about, Gemini is about communication. So if it's about that, it might not work in the first time, or you need to pursue it. Okay, I said maybe even travel, because Mercury has that energy, the Gemini. And if this travel, and maybe you want to go on a cruise but it's not working, maybe it's time to just try a second one, or just wait for a while, okay, the new moon time to come. It can be like a pushing force. I see here there's a flower blooming, another tulip blooming. Tulip is the symbol of resilience, basically. Tulip stems are really strong. And I see there's a tears of joy coming forward after I said tulip. This kind of looks like a turkey as well. So some of you might be finding yourself inside of a community that will be also supporting your journey, okay? Turkeys kind of symbolize community. It can be fertility. It can be creating new things, bringing new life. But it seems like here, they're all inside of like this shield barrier right now, okay? So like I said, maybe wait for new moon time to, if you have these thoughts and desires, before you tell it to everyone, share it, and announce it. That's the word that I was looking for. Announce it to everyone. Wait for that time to come, okay? I told you there's someone here holding the snake in their hand. Snake is also, we see it in Gemini, the twins, the card's name, Lover's card has it, okay? Because this is the full new moon in Gemini, that's why I'm just pressing on that one. This can also symbolize healing, okay? There's somebody actually bringing a healing, a medicine, or a solution to you right before the flow happens here, maybe right before you actually celebrate the new moon, okay? Let's pull some cards for you to get clarity, because I wonder how things are gonna play out here. And then I have a couple oracles to pull from. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands means opposition. You see that he's actually stabbed by all the arrows. But most important part, I feel like the Seven of Wands is you're in a higher ground. So you are accomplishing something. That's why the evil eye shows up. You're accomplishing something. Some people don't want you to be there because maybe they're going to lose their access to you. But you need to really weather the storm. You need to be strong, even though they shoot you arrows as like maybe criticism, destructive criticism. You need to stand strong and do not bow down to what's happening there. We have Three of Wands because the adventure you're looking for is coming forward. My eye caught the Six of Wands on the bottom. So it seems like you're going on a new adventure, okay? And this is about anything that you want to start as an adventure, guys. It can be exploring a new job opportunity. It can be exploring one of your gifts, okay? And maybe it can be about moving to a place you always wanted to live, or doing, I feel like teaching can be also something for some of you that is going to start as an explanatory or exploration journey first, and then it's going to turn out to become a victory for you. That's the shadow side that you don't see about this exploration, okay? Two of Swords is a decision moment. Some of you might be hesitant because Gemini has that kind of indecisive vibe. It can be affecting you. But overall, it's about communication, not with only yourself, but with also your higher self. And higher self speaks to us all the time, but we choose to ignore it, okay? It doesn't really speak to us as a screaming, yelling, and like bringing us down, as that's what's ego does that. Higher self is very gentle. That's why I feel like when you get this hesitation, the higher self will let you know that if you're on the right path or the wrong path. Another thing here, the Two of Swords, if you ask for a sign which way to go, the sign will be given as well. That's why I feel like Two of Swords coming with the Gemini's energy to make you feel like, should I do this or that? Should I go there or not? When you ask for the sign, it's going to become clear. We're going to look for the clarifiers here. The 601 said, you know what, I'm going to show up and show you that you're on the right path. Either way you choose, you're going to choose the right thing. And 601 is a victory moment, like you're becoming victorious. At the end of the day, this exploration is going to turn into maybe something long term. And what I say here, it can be even just trying a field area if this is a job that you don't usually go to. If this is a relationship that you want, maybe giving someone you don't really consider as your type a chance for one try. 10 of Pentacles is 7 of Wands. They can attack you all they want. It doesn't matter because it seems like there's a happy family dancing here. 10 of Pentacles is all about wealth opportunities, creating a legacy, and celebrating the opportunities and going after the opportunities with a family, soul family, your regular family, or maybe if you have your own children, it can be like creating a legacy for them, okay? Some might oppose to it because maybe they like you better when you're weaker, but it seems like you're going to be in a very good place that you're not going to mind whoever talks about what. We have 3 of Wands comes with the 6 of Wands. We see a lady here. She's riding the horse with the 6 Wands, basically coming back victorious from the war again here. And we have a butterfly. A butterfly's metamorphosis. There's changes happening, but I feel like those changes are going to benefit you a lot. The thing with the 3 of Wands is 6 of Wands is about coming back through the war, like the mountain, as someone accomplished something. And also you're riding a horse, meaning you're leading this expedition here, okay? So this is coming twice for this card, first on the bottom of the first deck, and the second now is just pulled here. So if there's anything you want to explore, do not waste any time, okay? We have the Hermit with the 2 of Swords and a butterfly right there. Oh, they all have butterflies, okay. So, Hermit can be a Virgo, which is also Mercury energy. Another thing here is when you need to make a decision, instead of maybe thinking too much, Hermit is about quieting your mind and not thinking at all. Okay, quiet your mind, do not think, and just give yourself some time to come up with the right solution, because you will. Because you have that innate knowledge, inner knowing that how the things should go. Okay, that's why the Hermit coming here to tell you, take a step back and you'll get the answers. We have the Page of Cups here. Page of Cups comes with the 6 of Wands. Some of you are maybe, your victory is about receiving an offer. It can be a love offer, or it can be an offer that will really hypes you up. That's why it's good to consider the things without shutting them down. Even though I told you maybe somebody's going to come to you that they're not really your type, but they might actually give you what you're desiring. Another thing on top of that, this can be emotionally fulfilling offer coming forward as a victory. Maybe this is a job offer. It's not maybe financially initially fulfilling, because you're going to take care of financial situation in a different way here, but it can be emotionally fulfilling, and that will end up being your victory, or the victory might lead you towards this kind of like a heart's desire. Okay, we have here the Watchers. This is your oracle transpersonal. This is basically telling you, do not think at this time, the things are personal to you. Okay, there's a timeline happening and everybody's experiencing that. Everybody's experiencing an energy dip, and if you're experiencing that as well and you're feeling like, oh, this my life actually is terrible, it's not the case. I feel like the world is actually upgrading. The vibration of the world is upgrading, and we're dropping up all the negative things, and the best way to drop it up is actually experience and see them. Okay, without seeing what is that stuck energy, we cannot really detect it. We'll carry it with us. So that's why see things from a perspective that everybody's experiencing that, but the light has come. Light is actually illuminating all of us. Okay, Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. This is important because Gemini also has that fast energy. It starts with a fast thinking. So if you have been stuck in like a decision position, maybe you need to make a decision, moving out of stagnation can bring the clarity to you. I told you the Hermit is going to come too, but in order for you to move out of stagnation and stop overthinking, the best way to do something is learning something. You are actually occupying your mind with that. That's why I said quieting your mind doesn't have to be just climbing on top of a mountain and just staying there. It can be also and just doing some things that will occupy your mind full time, so you don't have to think about negative stuff. Okay, we have beloved radical acceptance. This is going to be important for yourself and others because that's the only way. Okay, I feel like radical acceptance will be helpful for you to if you have anything that you need to overcome, forgive about yourself during this time, because new timeline doesn't want to carry old hurts. And if you have anything from the past, maybe you are angry at someone or you feel angry at yourself because of something, it's time to just accept what has been and now move towards the new thing with love. We have lost compass, getting back to integrity. Some of you might be thinking that you need to do things outside your comfort zone in order to or comfort zone, not the comfort zone. I feel like unethical stuff in order to get what you're desiring, but the compass is actually directing you back towards what's right here, right, globally. So getting back to integrity can be indicative of that, or can be your internal integrity. Maybe you keep saying yes to the things you want to say no. It can be you really going back and accepting your boundaries. Okay, with the Seven of Wands is also kind of like a boundary card. We have here potential. During this timeline, you have amazing potential that you need to explore, which we have a mountain here. I don't know if you can see, but if you don't take the challenge to climb the mountain, you might be missing out. Okay, and there's a change for sure is coming, but this is actually confirming that the things are going to change this time. Let's pull your final message, and this lover is coming with a fitting with a Gemini full moon. Let's see what it says here. Love always supports you and aligns you with your true purpose. So send love to people, to situations, and radical acceptance is about like loving what you have so you can actually receive more of what you would love to have. Okay, all right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.